Okay, so today was very interesting. Um, Fram was the first trade I took, the stock right here. I noticed there was strength pre-market on high volume, and then the red candles that followed were on lower volumes. So you can kind of see a declining um, amount of volume, amount of shares being bought and sold as the stock pulls back, right? Which is what you want to see. You want to see less activity on the downside than you do on the upside. And I placed my order, I think at 825 for the break above this last candle right here because I'm taking the first candle to make a new high. And essentially, what happened was there was lag in TD Ameritrade's system. So as the candle rose above, right, I got filled at the right price. But as the stock was up here, you know, uh, 3, 4 seconds later, it was still showing my order down here and it didn't have me filled on my system. And of course, I wasn't recording when this happened, so I can't show. But it looked as if it went through my order without filling it, and then 15 seconds later, you know, it was it was filled and it showed as filled down here, but the stock was at that point all the way down at 812, and I ended up selling 250. I held a third of my position at 840, and then the rest down here. But if I would have gotten filled, if there was no delay in the system, I absolutely would have sold at above 860 easily because it was sitting here for 3, 4 seconds. That's exactly where I would have sold, and that would have been that would have been a $400 profit. So now this system is making me miss out on a loads of profit, loads of money, and being up, um, instead of being up, 400, $500 today, I only ended up $5, and that was only after they compensated me on this trade. I've been talking with TD Ameritrade for the last 10 minutes, and this person's been really helpful, but you know, they essentially changed the first sell order from 840 to 860, which brings me up to a $5 win on that trade. But that still doesn't make up for the fact that I missed out on $300, $400 of profit there. And there he is just getting back to me. And I'll read that in a second. But, this is a recurring issue. I found an article on Reddit that shows other people reporting this problem. And it's obviously a common thing and they'll compensate you for it, but it's still, that doesn't fix the issue at hand. And yeah, it was just very frustrating. Now, after that, I usually would have gotten very upset. I would have thought that ruined my day because I did lose $40 originally on this trade, and I had no idea that I was going to be compensated to have it be a break-even trade. So usually this would have really frustrated the bejesus out of me. Like I would have been so upset, but I was able to kind of clear my mind and get around it and um, make some good trades. And I only ended up making one mistake today. I've been really cutting down on those, and it's been showing in my results. So yeah, I took a position on JOB at 178 at 6:37 a.m. So let's go. So this was a halt resumption, and this is a perfect example of what a halt resumption should look like. Okay, boom. Okay, so it opened at 173 and it immediately fell right there. Okay, so this is exactly what I want to see on a halt resumption. There was little price movement upwards. It pretty much opened at this level and dropped immediately. So what I did, I placed my order at 175, right above that candle. And then I noticed it was a little too close, so I just pulled it up to 177. And you're going to see it's going to blast right through. Boom, got filled. Sold at 185, 188. Sorry. And then it went into a halt, and I held the rest through that. And I ended up selling, at a higher price above 2 when it resumed the next time. So that was a beautiful trade. I wish I would have taken 1,000 shares on it, but after that, after that situation this morning, I really wanted to size down because I don't want to be in a position where I am angry or upset or emotional about something in the past, and I'm letting that affect my decisions right now. So I always try to size down when something like that happens. And then the next trade, let's see what we got, was IO 312 at 953, 653. Okay, so you can see the stock was showing strength, right? So usually if it has a big drop, I'm not going to trade it. But what I will do is if it shows, sorry, that's so annoying. What I will do is if it shows strength again, then I'm willing to, okay, consider taking another trade. So what it did is it showed strength after a big drop. I was like, all right, this thing's coming back. And I saw this pullback right here, okay? Now my goal was to take a trade over the high of the previous red candle. So as this candle opens, I'm looking to take that trade right over. And this was 7 seconds into the minute, so it should happen right now. Boom, got filled right there, 312, but this was a false breakout. You can see I knew it was hesitating, so I sold a third of my position right away, and then the rest, as I saw it was hesitating. And what ended up happening is the stock dropped down, so I actually made the right decision there. Not every trade works, and the goal there is to get out as soon as possible with the smallest losses you can, because over time, the majority of these trades, 60, 70% of them, they actually do work. And if I can let those trades be 7 to 10% winners and let these be, 1 to 2% losers, I've got a profitable system there. Next trade was, let's see, JOB at 10:05:47. All right, so I really don't know what I was thinking here. This was definitely a no setup. Yeah, see, why did I take that trade? So there was no pullback. I didn't even wait for the pullback to happen before taking this trade, which is against my rules. So obviously, I sold. And then what I did is I knew I was wrong in this moment. I don't even remember doing this, but wow. I knew I was wrong in this moment, and I didn't sell fast enough. So when a stock is hesitating like this, it blasts through your order. I got filled at 227, so it went through my order, okay, and now it's back below it. That's not a good sign. You want to see these things break and run. So this is another false breakout. And instead of selling quickly like I did on the last position, I held because I was really wanting this to go up. And you can see right here, it's just going to get clobbered. Boom, right Shit, there. I just fucking gave back my profit. Sorry for the cussing. But yeah, I mean, so I ended up, with that mistake, down money instead of being up on the day. And yeah, it's really frustrating. But they refunded me with Fran, and I'm back to break even. But it is super annoying to have missed so much profit because these trades would have been so insignificant. I probably would have just walked away because it's technically Friday today because the market's not open tomorrow or 4th of July, and that just would have been a perfect start to my morning. Those breakout trades are so easy and good, and it's when there's so much movement in the market. So it is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I hope that TD Ameritrade's working on that because that's beneficial to everybody. If your system doesn't have any delay, you'll get less complaints, have less customer service people, and I think that's beneficial for everyone. So I hope TD Ameritrade's doing something about it. But anyway, that was my day trading.